Hey guys, Mike here from Old Man Things. I've really been on a roll this week, haven't I? Let me light my pipe. The last video yesterday, I had a Comoy's. Look how cold it is in here. I haven't put the heater on. I had a Comoy's second. It was a lion head, and it was the Canadian. This is another Comoy's second lion head, and it's a little billiard. I mean, look at the little tiny thing. We have another St. de Paul knockoff. Turn my pocket green. I'm just teasing. Somebody asked me about my pipe tool. It's just a cheap. You can get them on Amazon for like. When I did, I got it for like $6. So you have to tamper. And then you have your poke. And this is a lifesaver for me. I'm always poking in there. If you pack it too tight, or sometimes when it's getting close to the bottom and usually I just let the weight of it go down, but sometimes ash gets in there and then I just take the pick and I go, okay. So, and then it also has, which I don't very rarely use at all, then I glued some coins on. So that's an old Irish coin. I don't know what it is. And this one has a ship on it. So that's my tool. I was gonna tell a story, and I've been wanting to tell this story for a while, but the old loaf doesn't work all the time anymore due to my ailments and the medications I'm on. I sit there, if you see me like go silent, it's like I don't even know what I should say next. Sometimes it's getting bad. But anyhow, today I remember it was a Walmart story. Before I tell the Walmart story, which I'm sure I'll forget, but I don't think so, I'm going to show you my little teacup full of English men. It's a neat teacup too. Look at it, it's got a ship on it. He's got his flat cap. His pint of Guinness. I just dropped all of them. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I'm going to put it there. Alright, so I named them all too. Look how big and small they are. This one's name is Tom. I like doing this with, I make all these out of clay and then paint them and make them all individual. This one's Charlie. I usually give them all tweed caps and tweed vests. This one's old Patty. I think he's always gone right mental now. He's really, really gone out. He must be on some kind of medication. This one's little Alfie. I like little Alfie. He's got a pint in his hand. Look at his tweed cap. And this one's Rich. He just has a sweater on. This one's Phil. He's younger. He's got a pipe in his mouth. He's got his Tottenham Hotspurs scarf. This is another one. Him and Elfie are friends. This is Freddie. He's got his pint. He has a patchwork hat. It's a Hannah Montana. Oh, where did that come from? Hats. Can I tell you a quick story? My stepson, we were going school shopping, and he's what, 26 now, I think. His name's Caleb, and just before we got to the aisle or to pay, it was a Target or something like that, I grabbed 2 backpacks and threw them in the cart. And then when we went to pay, I said real loud, I said, Caleb, you can't have both of these. You have to pick which one they are. One of them was a Miley Cyrus one, and one was a Hannah Montana. And I said, I know you like them both, but I think you and I said it right. His face turned so red. And my wife said, what's the matter with you? Oh, well, that was my little fun story about Hannah Montana. All right, so it was the Hannah hats. Boy, I've gone way off, haven't I? This is Nigel. This one's Harry, and he doesn't have any hair. He's got a pipe in his mouth. Birdie. Are you in? I haven't made the Three Stooges. There's Mo. Curly. And Larry. Let's see what I do on my free time. I just dropped one of them. Here's another neat one. This is Red. He's got a pint. And I'll show the old landlord. I like the landlord. He's got an apron. He's carrying 2 pints. Look at his hair. Isn't it fun? There are more of them too, but it's running too late. I didn't mean it to. The Hannah Montana thing threw me off. So I was talking to my boss today, and she said, oh, she rammed a cart into somebody who she works with. And she said, if you would have, and I know the person, and she's really uptight. And she said, if you would have saw her face, and she did it on purpose. And it reminded me of my story. I was in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. When I just got off of work. It was a Friday. and we had a sailboat in Oklahoma City on Lake Hefner, and it was a man-made lake, and it was made for sailboaters. So we had a sailboat, 27 foot O'Day, slip 5. It was really nice, and it was in a slip there. So I had my, what I always say to my wife, I was all dolled up, and I had my white linen pants on and um, a blue shirt that was, like a sky blue, I don't know what kind of material it is, kind of like a fishing shirt material. So I was all ready to go sailing. So it was getting the stuff my wife had on the list, and I was by the cheese area at Walmart, and all of a sudden, and I'm looking this, the list. All of a sudden, this cart just rams into the back of me, and I turn, and there's this guy, and he's all dirty, and he's standing there looking at me, and I said, "Oh, excuse me," because and he said, he goes, "You faggot." So I said to him, I said, I haven't heard that since I was in 3rd grade. I said, "Did you just graduate?" And he said something else, I don't know, and his wife or some lady with him kind of pulled him off. And I thought, what a nut. So I'm doing my shopping, and I get by the ice cream, and I'm looking through and of course my wife's got all this stuff for my daughter that she wants me to get, because my daughter does like her ice cream. And all of a sudden a cart comes slamming into the back of me again. I mean, and it hurt. It's like it hurt the first time too, and I turn, and it's that guy again. And I said, "What is your problem?" I said, "Do you have? Are you out? Are you like deciding who you're gonna ram your cart into, and you got bored, and you decided to do it to me twice?" And he goes, "I don't." He goes, "I make more money than you could ever make." I looked at him. So I said, "Well, I'm naughty, I know, but I thought at this point I was mad." I said, "Well, you sure look it as dirty as you are." And I chuckled. So he started, I mean, he was a big guy too. I'm only 5'6". When I said that, he started screaming, "I'm going to kill you! I'm going to have to kill you!" And I mean, I didn't know what the heck I was going to do. I said he was a big guy. And so I mean, I reached in my pocket to grab my keys, thinking that I got to somehow defend myself because he probably would kill me. And as I reached into my pocket, I said, "Just give you some advice." I said, "You may throw the first punch, but," I said, "I fight dirty." And they must have thought I had a gun, because as I reached, she said, "He's got a gun! Run, Mickey, run!" So his guy's name was Mickey, and they both take off. I don't know what a nut. That's my story about Walmart. I used to walk in Walmart in Bartlesville, and I'd find myself staring. And I mean, I don't think I'm any prize, but I would find myself staring at these people. It's like, where do they come from? And I always thought, if it's the end of the world, and there's only a few that survive, and I'm one of them that survived, these would be the ones that have survived, and I'll have to fight off. All right, guys, that was my teacup full of Englishmen and my Walmart story. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't bother watching it. Although if you got this far, you have watched it, so no worries. Just having fun. See you later. I plan on doing a Friday night pipe chat, so I've done one every single day. Isn't that funny? if you aren't fed up and you're watching this one, watch my Friday night one. I don't have a clue what I'm going to talk about. But anyways, see you later. Bye.